Wait, what? In game chat? Oh, I didn't even have I didn't have PoE
Uh-huh.
even tabbed.
Uh-huh.
I was looking at Discord
Ah. What were you looking at Discord then?
because I had to send out my going live notification. Remember?
Yeah, the thing that I'm historically bad at doing.
Thing that you should probably do. Yeah.
There we go. You know, we said that we were gonna do these streams like that. Let's see here. We would start these streams at 5 a.m. and I've
It
noticed that we are getting later and later at getting this started.
it's been difficult because again, like we don't stream together at night necessarily,
Yeah.
so
Sometimes
timing
we
is a bit
do,
different.
sometimes we don't.
Timing's a bit difficult. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna turn down this music. Ad break is going. Hello, everyone. We're gonna switch over to the mainstream screen while the ad break is rolling. Still another minute to go.
By the way, I love the
Welcome in,
backpack.
everybody. You love the backpack? It's a mana tank.
Yep.
It's functional as well.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Oh, does it
It has,
lower?
like-
Does it get emptier the more your mana gets drained?
Yeah.
Cool.
Have you noticed that it has like this? It kind of makes me think of the Warhammer Dark Tide,
Yes.
like fuel tanks.
Yeah, and if you look at it, there's little tiny like castles hanging off of it and everything that look like they might be reliquary.
Yeah,
been attached
it's got
to
like
the
the
side.
reliquary seal on the side.
Yeah. World building through small cosmetic item.
Exactly. The ad break has just about ended, so welcome back, everybody. Rattle, thank you for lurking. Shizu, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Sorry for no relink currently. I will play it again soon. I was playing it last night off stream. Well, I was off stream. Rain was streaming. So we did a couple
We have
missions
someone
there.
joining us in the spin.
Spin. Who this? As ASDF GBV. I mean,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
They seem like someone who would be spinning around in circles.
Yeah. They face rolled the keyboard. Now they face roll the spin.
So where were we up to? We had just made it to the Ogham Farmlands
Yeah.
waypoint.
Yeah. And
We
you
doubled
need-
back to clear out Freythorn and fight the King in the Mist, and that's where we ended.
Yeah, and you need to go ahead and get the loot.
Oh, I need to get a loot. Yeah, I do need to get a loot.
Oh, it's almost time to restart. Not now. Thank you, Windows.
Hey, you should restart your system right now and do this update that you definitely don't actually need right now. It'll keep your system safe, I promise.
So meet you at the farmlands then, I guess.
Meet you at the farmlands.
You know, for chat to not be aware of how annoying this is, I literally did a restart to update my system just a moment ago, right before I went live. And after the restart, it identified more things to download for me to restart again. And it was going really slow on downloading them. Yeah, so Windows
So
problems.
this is a dead end. So we're going up the way.
Woundwe. Okay. Oh, what is going on here?
What's going on where?
Oh, I'm dealing with some jank right now. I had some frame issues there.
Okay, how's it now? You can press F1. You can see like a chart of your resources in the top corner.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything concerning there?
No.
Oh no, where's your loot? It would be nice if she had like given us like some form of direction.
It's in a hut.
It's in a hut yeah. Not realizing how big the farm is.
We're powerful adventurers. We can handle it.
Yeah, but we shouldn't have to. This isn't our job.
I thought this adventuring was exactly our job.
But no, we're very selfish exiles. Hi, Cosmic. Welcome in.
Alright,
how are you doing?
Are we going through that? Yeah, that passage up there.
My general strategy is always just to like map out the wall first.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
No.
I always just go by the walls.
Hey, I mean, you do more mapping than I do, so.
The maps are so big, and I'm so used to running through looking for the exit that it's actually just faster to go for the wall. Because then at least I know that I'm going to approach the exit at some point.
Well, considering that you are an archer, I did pick up a bow just now that is a warden bow, non-magical, with a single socket. Do you want that for crafting, or can I just take it?
What? Sure. Maybe it's worth it.
Yeah.
And 12 to 18, I have a... Okay, I mean, this is fine. It needs more. It needs to be crafted, but it's fine.
Yeah. As a base, it's an okay start.
It has a socket. Yeah, I mean, I'm not wasting an orb on it.
Well, I mean, you might waste an orb on it to get another socket.
I mean, I'm basically just going to go in Orb of Alchemy it.
What does Orb of Alchemy do again?
You put it on a normal uncrafted item, and it puts 4 modifiers on it. Turns it into a rare.
Oh, hello. Painted tower shield with a socket.
Right, I need to remember that I do not have a million energy shield to rely on.
Also, keep in mind, if there are a lot of enemies, you can always kite them into spikes.
Give me 1 second. I need to quickly change something.
Right.
Attack without moving. And attack without moving. There we go. That's better.
Okay.
Oh, this is an event.
Oh, yeah. And he's done.
Think.
The twig focus is like the lowest end of...
So we shouldn't see Una's hut down here. It should be farther up.
Okay, so I found a fire resistance ring that was non-magical. So you don't think it's going to be down here at all?
It shouldn't be down here.
Because, I mean, mapping around the edges, here's a checkpoint. Yeah, that's the end of the
this
map.
is the exit.
That's the Ogden Village entrance circle.
So we're probably going to end up doing a loop coming back up the other side of the village, and then we can just teleport back to this exit.
It's probably going to be, I'm going to go and say this, it's probably going to be somewhere in the center of this area that we haven't explored. So if we just cut in now, I think we'll probably have our best chance of just finding it. Which is, I think, probably what you were thinking about doing already.
I was thinking about doubling back once we found the dogs. But actually it makes more sense to just go down to the exit to get the waypoint, since we can now teleport to them.
Here we go. What's this over here? This looks like it's a spicy little thing. Hello, Nightjaw. How you doing? Would you like some bone pins? I will pin your bones. Yes, be pinned. Much bone. Goodbye, Night Shot. Let's see here.
There's a magic robe there.
Yeah.
Plus 11 quality.
Ooh, hey, you know, definitely take that. And that bone wand as well. Let's see here. The 11, yeah, that's just going to be broken down for the armor strap. It's like not exactly enthusiastic stats there for it.
It is what it is.
It is an 8% fire resistance.
Wait a minute. Actually, the Warden Bow is a pretty good one for what I'm doing, since I'm doing Lightning Arrow.
A what?
Things chain. Skills chain an additional time with this bow-based type.
Alright. I think we need to go in more towards the center of the map.
Yeah, probably we want to go down from here. For that gate you're going for now.
Yeah.
This loops around back to where we started.
Yeah. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. That's me. That's actually me just catching up with you.
Yeah. Sorry.
It is what it is.
God damn it, lady, where's your fucking hut?
Yeah, like, there's no reason why she couldn't have told us roughly where it was, right? This is just lazy. Ooh. There's a small area here. I think this is just another field. I don't imagine her house is here. Nope, it's just another field.
God damn it.
So this is the wrong way.
God frickety damn it.
The complete opposite side of the map, huh?
It's always in the last place you look, isn't it? Yeah, 3 bodies make 5 constructs. I love that.
And it's just efficiency. It's just recycling. Ooh, an essence.
Ooh, brilliant. Let's do it. Pop him. Buzz Fist. Get pinned.
Woohoo!
Sapphire Charm.
Is it gonna be in the literal last place we check? It is. It's right here. Oh. Right.
What?
I need more space. There we go.
Oh, I'll meet you down.
A waste of wood if you ask me, but the songbird seems attached to it. Oh, you're going back?
Well, you want to turn the quest in, and you're already dealing with.
I was gonna go to the checkpoint so we can just go get the waypoint to the next map. And then we can just,
I mean,
twirl back.
yeah, I mean, okay. I'm
The
already
waypoint
on.
is right inside the door.
I already have it,
Oh, well, in that case, I'll just point
and
home from here.
yeah.
That's fine.
Hello.
More skill points.
Actually, you know what? I probably should identify that
Be
first.
careful.
Oh, I just did an oopsie-doodle. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put that tier 4 skill gem that I don't need in the guild storage. Your stash tab with the gem infinity does not have enough space for this. Are you telling me in the skill gems in the guild chest there is not enough room for a tier 4 skill gem?
The gem stash is currently at 500 of 500.
Do I need
Yep.
to take a tier?
Yeah.
Do I need to take a tier 5 out to upgrade a skill in order to put it in? I mean, I'll do that.
We have an awful lot of gems, but we have a lot of cut gems. I'm tempted to take some of them out, and just like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of Skeletal Sniper just sitting here. 5 copies of Vitality. There's so many. Okay. I mean, as an officer of the guild, it is my responsibility to do so, but ideally not when I'm on stream. So. Right, let's see what we can do with this bow. +1 to all projectiles. 17% increased physical damage, +16 to accuracy rating. %72% increased physical damage. 4 to 10 cold damage. 8% attack speed. 7 life per enemy killed. Okay. I mean, that's a reasonable bow for the situation at hand.
Well, since I traded it for a tier 5 gem, I was able to add a new spell to my repertoire, Bone Storm.
Bone Storm.
The projectile deals 14 to 22 physical damage. Debuffed enemies take 14 to 22 additionally. So debuff would imply pinned, right?
Pinned, I think, is a debuff, yeah.
Yeah. Physical damage, additional physical damage from the next attack. Modifies the cast speed to affect the skill's cost. Modifiers to cast speed also affects the skill's cost. Okay, so if I make this super fast, it's going to get more expensive, is what I'm hearing. Can fire up to 20 projectiles, debuff duration 10 seconds, and it also has the explosion. So this causes a swarm of bone spikes in the air, then releases them to fire them at enemies and explode. The shrapnel launches in hit enemies, each causing the next attack against that enemy to do additional damage. Consumes power chargers to cause much larger explosions. So this is a skill that I want to go ahead and generate power charges to do, from what I'm hearing.
Hang on, let me grab this tab. There we go.
Yeah,
It is good to see you.
I'm just gonna disenchant that and
It
sell
makes fun of
that.
people treasure it.
You sell a bear. Actually, hang on. Can we gamble a quiver? Gamba?
Yes.
Gamba!
Be careful.
All right.
More gamba.
More gamba, more better.
Add 1 to 3 physical damage to attacks. Add 2 to 4 physical damage to attacks. Add 2 to 3 cold damage to attacks. Plus 1 level of all projectile skills. 13% increased critical hit chance for attacks. Reasonable. It was,
Shouldn't do that here.
the rest were disappointing, but you know, can't be helped. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm level 14. My gear,
Okay, so
well, my gear is level 4.
let's see. Power. Oh no, I need to go and just charges. Is there any support gems that we have in the guild stash that... No, there's no skill gem, support gems in the guild staff that are cut to help generate power charges. But that's what I need to do to get the most out of a Bone Storm. So, let me go ahead and see, is there any uncut support gems? And there's only tier 1 support gems, right? There's not a tier 2 support gem at this point, right?
There are.
There
You
are.
wouldn't have dropped them. You wouldn't have dropped them, but there will be some in the stash.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what. Remember, I said this earlier. Just wait until you get tier 2 and tier 3 gems, and you've like the options have just opened up massively. Oh, extra increased. If it that's a really crappy percentage increased evasion rating. But it is what it is.
Oh my god. I'm realizing that there are things that I should already have that I'm not using.
What's that?
Like putting Clarity as a support on Grim Feast. Oh, I can't!
It requires spirit, extra spirit.
I don't have enough spirit to be able to handle that yet.
Not yet, but soon.
Not with the fact that I'm using that spell damage. Okay, so Bone Storm.
Let's craft
Why?
some bracers real quick.
Why? 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 It's just... Okay.
Evasion helmet. Where?
Are there no support gems that grant power charges?
Are there no what?
Okay.
No supports that grant power charges.
Yeah. It seems like to me, my brain goes, okay, I attach a support gem that when I use this ability, it has a chance to generate a charge.
Maybe not yet. Because, like, that was a thing in PoE1 for sure.
Yeah, so I am looking at I'm looking at all gems I could potentially cut from 1 to 3 levels, and the only thing that I have typed in is charges as the filter. There are how many gems related to charges of all
Let's see.
the elements?
So there's a tier 1... There's a tier 1 support gem called Profusion. Support skills that can generate charges, giving them a chance to generate an additional charge when they do so. Are you specifying power charge? That might be filtering it out.
No, I am just... The only word I put in the search is charges.
So Profusion says that supported skill has a 50% chance to generate an additional charge when it generates a charge.
It has to generate a charge to begin with, though.
Yeah, but you get 50% chance to get an additional charge, so you're getting 50% more charges.
Well, okay.
There's perpetual charge, supports skills that consume power frenzy. Oh, that's consuming charges. Never mind. Let's see. And then potential is kind of the opposite of what you want. It says supported skills cannot generate power charges and will consume a power charge on use if available, but supported skills have a 30% more chance to critically hit when consuming a power charge.
Yeah.
So you would have another skill that generates the charge, and then you would have this to consume the charge.
Exactly. But there's... Okay.
It looks like Profusion is the only one
And it
that
has to
actually
be used
generates...
on a skill that already generates charges to begin with.
Yeah.
How many skills do I have unlocked right now that generate charges?
Let's see. Well, Killing Palm, which is an unarmed strike, melee strike, that generates a power charge, and it's a monk skill.
Yep.
Flicker Strike, which again is a monk skill. Oh no, that consumes a power charge. Never mind.
This is
that doesn't work.
This is a...
Oh, Power Siphon.
Power Siphon.
Power Siphon attempts to rip the life force from an enemy. Enemies within culling range will be highlighted and instantly killed on hit, granting a power charge. Can only target enemies that are in culling range.
Okay.
Um,
When do I get access to Power Siphon?
Power Siphon is found on wands. You're looking for a siphoning wand.
So, I would be changing Bone Blast away for a siphoning wand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the only...
Sorry, I've collected these over time. What do you think?
It kind of looks like the spirally
I'm
wand.
seeing it in storage right now. And Power Siphon is a lightning-based elemental wand. Wait, no, that's physical.
It's physical.
And it only grants those charges on Cull.
Yes, but it can only be... So the skill can only operate when it's in culling range. So basically, while you have the wand, when an enemy is in culling range, you'll see it. You use the Power Siphon on the culling ranged enemy. It kills them instantly. You get a power charge. And Profusion is one of the recommended support gems for it. The other one being Arcane Tempo.
Arcane Tempo.
Arcane Tempo is the other recommended because it increases the cast speed. Let's see, it takes the cast time for Power Siphon is 0.7 seconds.
Well, do we have any siphoning wands that are good for starting levels in the guild
Sorry,
right now? Because otherwise, I'm gonna have to buy one
Finn makes fun
just to
like
test
this,
this out.
but I think it's charming.
Good news about the Power Siphon, by the way. I don't know about the one, by the way. But good news is, as the Power Siphon levels up, so if you get a higher level wand with Power Siphon higher level, it has a percentage increased chance to grant an additional charge anyway, ranging from 0 at level 1 to 76%.
So
At,
I can
like, level
buy
20.
a malignant siphoning wand of the pupil from the vendor here, and Uma, and it would be +7 intelligence and then 14% extra damage. Cold damage, that's going to be a dead stat for me, but it would give me a wand to try this out with.
I hope it helps.
Cosmic, utility flasks don't exist. You have health, or rather, you have a life flask, you have a mana flask, and your belt grants charm slots. Charms are used automatically when a condition is met. So, like, this one provides 25% cold resistance, and it's used whenever I take cold damage from a hit, and it lasts for 4.8 seconds. It's activated in response to a condition. And there's like different charms for different ailments. So like there's bleed immunity, corrupted blood immunity. You know, all that good stuff.
Now there was a gem, support gem that preserved siphons. It would have power charges. It would have the effect of using the charge without draining it. What was that? Perpetual charge.
Hey, Float! Hey, listen!
So
Watch
if
out!
I were to all gems and
I've went heavy into cold resistance for what lies ahead for this act. The Count is not a warm person.
oh, I can't do
You can?
I can't do perfusion and perpetual charge because my dexterity is not high enough to have 2 green gems.
Oh, I mean,
yeah. So
there is a solution.
there is get a ring or amulet or something that gives me a
Or you go to the hooded one, and if you have a stat node that grants 5 stat, you could swap it from int to dex until you get another level, and then put that back into int. So like go to the hooded one to refund passives.
I'm already on it. I know how that works. Gotcha.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was
Well,
mentally resisting the idea of doing that, and then I'm like,
It makes perfect sense.
It makes sense because I'm always going to want at least these 2 greens in there, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Like the thing is, like int only gives you mana.
Yeah.
So if you have excess int, all that 5 int is giving you is 10 mana. Later on, you'll get passives that make your intelligence actually matter. Sure enough. Anyway, are we ready to return
Almost.
to the village?
If you want to wait in there, just give me.
Oh no, I'll wait until you're actually ready.
Well, to hold the map is what I'm.
The maps. We hadn't even started.
Oh yeah, that's right. My brain.
You're fine.
The way I
You're
look
fine.
at it right now is I have 3 slots open. 2 which I can't populate because they will increase spirit costs for my Grim Feast, so I can't really do that until I get more spirit. But I have 1 open slot that I can put either a strength or intelligence gem into Bone Storm, and it is a spell that does physical damage. So, let's see here. What skill gems would that pair well with? Supported skills have a chance to inflict bleeding. Splinter. Do I have Splinter in anything? And upheaval. Supported skills. Okay. Bone Storm would work with Splinter.
I'll use some of these gems that are like.
Deep Cups would work. Bloodlust, of course, doesn't. Okay. 75% more magnitude and bleeding inflicted.
See, we don't have many rangers in the guild.
Oh,
But-
hold on.
Thanks for the hydrate, Cosmic.
Currencies. What was the one that allowed you to get another skill gem?
The lesser jeweler orb.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one of those, and I'm gonna do that on.
Go.
Okay, so I'm gonna put on Bone Storm. I'm going to put Lacerate, so now Bone Storm inflicts bleed, and then I'm going to put Deep Cuts. So now
Sounds good.
Bone Storm inflicts bleeding, but even more powerful bleeding.
Yeah, it's less damage with hit, so it's adding more to the damage over time rather than the immediate damage.
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
That works. I'm just quickly leveling my skills because gems.
Yep.
Level my escape shot so I can actually start freezing things again. And do I want Stormcaller Arrow?
Oh my god.
I kind of maybe don't want to go for Stormcaller Arrow and just
I
go
already
for
love this spell.
the
Oh,
Electric Arrow, maybe.
just the look of Bone Storm. Oh my god. Okay, let me just pop this up again. Let's see here. Okay. And the power charges, that all I get from consuming the power charges is larger explosions.
Nice.
It's 40% more area effect per power charge consumed.
So you're in. Did you go to the? You went to the village? No, you went back for your own portal.
I'm porting around trying to
Where-
find out where you went.
To the village that you said you got the waypoint for.
See, I thought you... God damn it.
That's where we were going. That's the next location. Don't blame me for you getting lost.
I'm not blaming anyone, I'm just frustrated getting lost.
Hello.
Hey, E.T., how's it going? I'm still loading in. I can't see Jack. Can't see Jack. Still loading in. There we go. Now,
Yes.
here.
Ooh.
Bone Storm.
Nice.
So it's a slow one, but each of those that hits an enemy explodes.
I'm gonna desummon my pet. That's cool. That's looks like it'll be good damage.
Yeah, we'll see. And this is, of course, Siphon, which is...
Yeah, he won't do anything until you actually see them. I don't know what the marker looks like.
But
I don't really use
mean,
it.
with this and this, using those as my... This is my opener. This is my creature summon and damager. And then occasionally this is my... Guess what? Crowd control. it'll be good. So, and then of course, you know, my
Alright.
mouse one is just for. Oh, you're almost dead. Die.
Well, since we've done the search for Renly's stuff, we don't need Renly's tools. We can just like press through here to the Executioner. There's only one major boss in this map. Still gem, level 4.
You're getting a lot of those.
Is that really replacement boots for me? No movement speed, worthless.
Oh, look, something that'll have a gym slot. There you go.
Bruh.
Ah. Hey, Muddy. I am currently streaming with Toma, so we're gonna try to keep the game focused on what we're doing. Are you interested in Path of Exile at all, Mud? How dare! I'm sorry. Focus content right now. Please forgive. You know how it be. But if you hang out in meet and greet, I'm sure that there's going to be other people that are going to be around. Not really. Can't wrap your head around top-down games. I don't know. Okay, question.
Knock-on, yes.
Okay, I think I get power charges now. There's literally an orb on the ground that I have to pick up in order to get. And then it has a timer on it, how long it sits around me.
1 second. 1 second. Let's go in.
What?
I'm sure there's an option here. Let's see. 1 second. Let me just see if I can find this thing. Oh, right. Okay. So go into your go into options or press O. Go to interface.
Yeah.
And then scroll down to gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure you have aura icons on.
Okay. What's that? Show aura icons. Okay.
It should show. It should show in the top left when you have power charges.
Yeah,
and you'll see a count.
I already was seeing that, but I can hit that option on it.
Oh, okay.
It was already displaying that.
I thought it would have been
but I mean,
not there for you. Never mind. Well, that's good. That's good if it's there.
Yeah, but hey, you know what? We'll turn that on anyways.
It's definitely good when you've got other people with auras around you, so you know what you're being affected by.
I always liked the visual effect of Grim Feast. Oh my god, I love that I was just in the middle of a dialogue when I was getting blown up!
The volatile pigs got you, yeah.
Rude!
Oh. Well, it ain't that way. Must be up here somewhere.
Another level 4 uncut skill gem that I don't need, because the only thing I can put it in is, I don't know, chaos skills that I don't plan to be using in this character, because they're going to be a physical...
But that's the thing. That's the great thing about this, though. Is the wheel goes round, because now you can put it into the guild stash and then start taking tier 5s.
Yeah, the guild stash
and then
can't take any more gems, though.
I know, I need to clear them out, I know.
I literally took some out so I could put some in.
Yeah, I know. We gotta deal with that. They don't sell for much. You can't disenchant them. They're really just fodder.
Just wait. Surely we can.
No escape. Not this time.
Okay. Hi, how's it going?
Okay.
Get pinned. Get pinned. Get pinned. You. Sir. There we go.
Ow. Oh, anvil coming. Not anvil coming, guillotine blade. Get stunned, loser.
I'm dealing with the ads, keeping them busy.
Oh. I am slowly generating freeze on him. I probably need to get more freezing
I
damage.
think he's done. Oh, an exalted.
Exalted orb.
Yes. I have the maximum amount of constructs. It's alright. We will let you go now. You will live. I am sorry that we didn't get here sooner to save everyone else.
He killed.
You know what's gonna happen? I know what's gonna happen. It happened in PoE1, but basically this random NPC that you save comes like they don't want anything to do with you by the end of the act, and then you come back and they're suddenly like singing your praises.
Or they.
Or it's Helena.
Or they become a monster girl that is nothing but a trap for you later.
Oh, I mean, true. That does happen to oh god, what's her name? The lady from Lion Eyes Watch who turns into a mermaid.
Yeah, but it's really not her anymore. It's just her face.
It's just
Basically, she's the light at the end of an angler fish's tendril.
Must be near.
Oh, that looks
looks-
that looks gooey down there. Pulsating little egg sacs.
Oh yes, this is such a fine situation. I didn't even grab the waypoint, by the way. I don't think.
Is there a waypoint? I don't see a waypoint. Oh, there is a waypoint. Oh, yeah. Almost like it. There you go. Waypoint.
Wait, is it this way we're meant to be going? I think it's this way we're meant to go. I think that's a dead end down there. I mean, we can go down here, but I'm pretty sure it's a dead end.
Well, let's make sure that's a dead end then.
Any man caught resting will meet the execution as axe,
Spin.
or the gallows noose.
Maybe not. Oh god, is it a full loop? I don't even know anymore.
I'm gonna say this.
Maps don't make sense.
Bonestorm better go ahead and be brilliant damage, because I don't see it being needed for like the majority of these enemies.
Maybe you should try just laying into them with Bonestorm for a bit. See, compare.
It takes two. Okay. See how slow it is to go ahead and get. I have to almost.
So it's not great damage now?
It's not that it's not great damage. It's that the build-up speed for the channel is so slow. It's got good damage, but it's
maybe this
slow.
Maybe this is a spell that Unleash would be great on. Because you're going to be casting it so slowly.
Mm-hmm. Well, the question is, does that just make it slow enough?
No. So it doesn't inherently add any time to the cast. But because you're casting it slower, it's getting time to build up the
Does Unleash work
the
on
charges.
It's because
That's a good question, actually. I'm not sure. You tried PoE1 on your computer and it's playable. You don't know about PoE2 yet. I don't know, unfortunately. I don't know the specs of your computer.
I think
Even
that
ballpark it.
Bone Storm is going to be better for beefier targets.
Like more single target focused.
Yeah. I was like,
There's nothing wrong with that.
explosions, multiple projectiles. Clearly, that means that we're looking at yeah. Okay, pin's just good for those little tiny shits that run up on you and explode. Just, oh, guess what? Don't come to me. I'm right now a CC mage more than anything.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I make it very easy for them not to get to you, so you can go ahead and tear them apart.
That's a very good cooperative playstyle.
So end up there being a pool of death.
If we go, in theory, if we go
Behind
this
us.
way, we should come to the gallows if we go to the upper left of our screen. And
In
the gallows
theory.
should be a guaranteed skill gem. As for what tier it is, no idea.
So,
Oh, there's the gallows.
By
That's
decree of
decree.
the
So we need to
Council,
go and
effective immediately.
go up here.
Crimes are now punishable by hanging until
There we go.
criminals.
You got your gem.
no, it's still up there. I haven't gotten up there yet. I was.
Oh, so I got a level. More projectile damage.
Slowly building up exalts, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I am seeing that the drop rate is significantly better than what it was.
Yeah, it was like originally it felt like you didn't want to spend any currency period in the campaign.
Yeah, and I ended up having a
I-
lot, and now you would go into the base campaign currency you get for like disenchanting, you would have so much of that it was like,
Yeah. You'd have tons of transmutes, plenty of augmentations, but nothing gold. Nothing whatsoever. Hi, Critical. Welcome in.
hey,
How are you doing?
and yes, we're doing good.
Superior smithing hammer.
Could you stop trying to lick me? You get enough of that in Resident Evil. I don't need any lickers in here too. Oh, you're a dead knight, huh? Now you're a pin dead knight. Get pin.
Before I was gonna say a pinhead knight.
Well, I mean, you know, they have conehead knights, you know, the ones where they climb down a ladder and you hear them going, thuk, 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 thuk. on each run.
Yeah. I can't get that. I can't get that meme TikTok out of my head.
The outside threat goes
What a
against you.
brilliant thing to go and put into. Is there any other things in this area that we should search
No,
for?
it was just the gallows. That's
Okay.
it. So there is a boss in
And
this area.
I'm
which
doing
is-
great, Kane. How are you doing, mate?
Sure they are who they claim. Hang any suspects.
The clip from
Seek out
Bloodborne, yeah.
resistance within the village
Yeah.
And raise their homes to the ground.
There is one other boss in this map than
So,
Bad wolf.
Count Johnny.
How is your inventory looking?
Fine.
Okay. Mine too.
Pretty
empty.
pretty good. Like less than half full. A third maybe.
Excuse me.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, these laser sharpshooters are gross.
One of those lovely enemies that will hit you from off screen.
And they hit you for chaos damage, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, hey. That is lovely. Oh, we're just gonna go ahead and make that a wall of foam there.
Watch your shield. Watch your health. What?
I mean, I'm holding them
Yeah,
back, so I have to kind of tank it to a certain degree.
Temporal bubble. Yeah, you don't want to be in that bubble.
Oh, yeah. That Bone Storm ripped him up. Okay. Okay, so Bone Storm, I'm definitely saving it.
Oh, more.
It's an elite boss killer. Okay. Oh, hello, madam.
Oh,
Madam. We can talk about this. Oh, all right, I guess we can't. You're dead. Oh. No. Suck and stop it.
Okay, so apparently I need to turn something back off here. Lightning arrow. Let my character move and attack, because
It's
sometimes it was just stopping attacking.
Oh, hello.
Womp. Whoop.
Anybody else in here want some?
Mr. Dragon, thank you for the raid. Raiders, welcome on in.
And rest when you're dead. Keep
You don't want to go to work? Yeah. I know that feeling.
How was your stream? You doing some mapping I think I saw earlier? Oh. Spiky.
I definitely proved adept at holding choke points.
It's not fair when they have spikes too.
My spikes are better though.
That's fair. Upgraded and vowed a couple of uniques. Oh, did you vow the what's it called? The item that you were talking about on Discord? Forgot what it's called already.
Unfortunately, downside is my Bone Storm will go ahead and be interrupted by random bits of structure. And since it's kind of like a shotgun wave from me, a lot of the damage can be interrupted by, like, say, example, these pillars here. They can get stuck on the pillars themselves and not do the damage to the target on the other side. Ooh, gold.
The Warrior Invictus didn't hit 5th slot, but could still sell for 3 divines or so. what's the going rate on a divine right now?
Yeah, how many
Divine to
exalts to a divine?
It's like 100, I think it's like 150, right?
God damn.
Is that 160 or so? I'm not sure. Oh, here we go, boss. Not the boss, but other boss.
This is the
This thing will really hurt me because I don't have fire resistance.
What a delightfully.
Oh, I have a good amount of fire resistance. But, you know, get pinned, baby. Oh, there goes all my shield. Yeah.
I simply must have my
One divine is currently 298 exalts. Are you serious? That's double what I thought. Okay, wow. That's oof. Exalt's not chaos. Yeah, chaos urn is not the primary trading currency in PoE2.
Okay.
So chaos orbs, rather than shuffling all modifiers on an item, sorry, chaos orbs simply remove a modifier and replace it.
Well, they don't corrupt the item.
They don't corrupt the item. They don't shuffle all the modifiers. They just remove one modifier at random and replace it with another random modifier.
So if you have like a, and there's no crafting table yet in the game where you could exchange like a lot of currency to go ahead and have a more specific effect. Like they do in PoE.
Currently no, and I don't think they're planning to. I think the plan is there will not be a crafting table period, and like more deterministic crafting will be done through omens.
Oh, there's level 5 spells already.
That's sweet. I think. Oh no, I need to upgrade some stuff to level 5 anyway.
Yeah.
Preferably lightning arrow. There we go.
There we go. Ooh. I got double
They changed how
power
currencies work, yes. Some currencies. Some currencies have changed.
Okay. With a couple power charges, that another one?
Here.
I'm feeling ignored. Back-to-back level 5 skill gems for you, and I'm like, what? But me.
Because the game knows I need the help. So yeah, most currencies work fairly similarly. Chaos orbs are the big one. Essences have been changed how they work.
Anything
So
left in
essences
here we need to do before we move on?
No, as far as I know. Essences have been changed in how they work, so you now have lesser and greater essences only. Those essences add a specific tag of modifier. So, like, a lesser essence will take a normal item, upgrade it with one modifier, which is of a specific type. So it could be a life modifier, it could be a resistance modifier, or like a type of damage, like a fire modifier, etc. And then a greater essence will take a magic item and upgrade it to a rare. It'll add an arm, like take a magic item, add an arm modifier to make it a rare. Sorry, that was an obtuse way of saying it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, your focus is very split right now, for obvious reasons.
That's generally how the essences work, and you know we've still got a lot of things to be added. So there's no annulment. Sorry, there is annulments. There's no scourings. There's no regrets. There's no
currency different.
Currency different. Some currency same.
Some currency confusion. Look out! Oh, that fucking hurt.
Power shield.
Thank you for the charge.
Unfortunately, I don't have all the answers about what's entirely different. You know what to feel about having the currencies different? I think they want to like remove a lot of the bloat, and they want to make the drops more impactful. But I'm of the mind that I think that they've taken away a lot of the crafting options. So it feels like when something goes wrong, an item is bricked.
Yeah, it's more of Gamba. If Gamba go bad, break, start over.
And it's true. Like for a lot of the time, like drops generally feel a lot more impactful. Like getting that one lucky item showing up in a vendor feels a lot better, rather than feeling like, okay, well this is a good start and I have to craft it. No, you generally feel a lot better about certain items. But no, I think we still need scourings. I think we still need alterations.
I have a question, and I mean this is gonna be mostly for my for PoE
Yes, another one.
2
He's under there.
things, and I hate to bring up this wonderful man's name, but how do we feel about people faking like they're gamers? Like that pay people to play a game for them so they can feel important.
Well, it's against GGG's rules. It's against the rules of PoE.
Okay.
Count sharing.
But I doubt that that is going to prevent that for that individual because of the nature of. I mean, who's going to say we don't want your money, Mr. You know who? He's too big of a whale.
You can't essence spam like in PoE 1. No, currently not. We're still waiting for. Yeah, I mean, I think that as a matter of integrity, that account should have been banned. Like it's basically it was admitted, right? He admitted it. As a matter of integrity, GG should have banned him, or rather, the account and all players who played on it. Simple.
Wow, that would have been a thing that. I mean, as much as I would have loved to see it. Okay, so
as a matter of integrity, it devalues the community that does invest a lot of time into reaching those high points on the ladder. Like, he was parading around his pride that he was like in the top 10 players in the world.
Yeah.
You know, I'm making a big show and making it like, hey, look, I'm this big gamer, but he's not. And it, like, not only that, it brings like his other claims about like Diablo into question. Because if you're willing to account share and, you know, fake your progress, the guy does like runs on Diablo 4, and that immediately brings that into disrepute.
I think that it also has the very scary thing is if you're willing to lie about something as little as a video game that you really aren't playing, then you're claiming those achievements as your own. What other achievements are you willing to claim that are yours that aren't really?
Look, here's a good way of looking at it, and this is kind of a show of my age maybe.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm playing on Steam, I'm playing a game like Counter-Strike or Dota, and I see someone who's a bit suspect and they're making some claims or their gameplay doesn't line up, and I look at their profile and they've got a VAC ban record. I'm going to assume that they cheat in other games. I'm gonna assume that is a representation of how
Their character.
they are. Yeah, I'm gonna take that as a representation of their character.
So, someone that is paying someone else to do the work for them in one thing
Isn't gonna
is not
they're
going
not
to
gonna
shy
suddenly
away.
start doing it. Yeah.
Isn't going to shy away from doing that elsewhere in their life.
Bingo.
If it's a
you know,
situation that can be
Elon
solved.
likes sour source, right?
Oh, this is starting to get a little iffy for me. Being front
What,
line,
damage
like,
wise?
survivability. These guys.
This place is always like this though. These guys really hurt. This is the first major stinging point of the act.
All right, I do.
Because all bleeds, it's all chaos. Chaos and physical.
Yeah, I gotta level up real quick. Give me a moment.
To be fair, D4 is easy enough to be possible anyway. And yeah, maybe, but like at the same time, like we know that Elon is a busy person.
I had avoided saying his name up until then. I was
Oh, sorry,
I was implying it this whole
yeah.
time.
He is a meme, and I don't
Yeah.
I don't
And
care. I don't care. I don't
everybody
use,
knows who
I
we
don't
were
use
talking
accent.
about. I don't think there was anybody that didn't know who we were talking about, so might as well at this point.
That's okay. And I've not said anything concrete that we don't.
Allegedly.
We don't have. Yeah, allegedly he has cheated. Allegedly he has like broken the rules for PoE.
Yeah.
Right. We don't have concrete evidence, but he's admitted it basically. He's been questioned about it, and he's had to address it in some degree, and has admitted that it's a shared account.
Well, yeah, yes and no. He admitted it in a joking, memey, easy walk-backable way that it was his Chinese counterpart, and gave him a joking name, which was just a Chinese-sounding version of his name. So he admitted in a way that he could legally defend was just a joke. It really isn't people sharing it. So, I mean,
I don't know. You're telling me that Elon, again, allegedly a very busy person, has the ability to commit enough time to compete on the hardcore ladder with people who basically no-life the game.
yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I'm pretty skeptical about that. And then come into a stream on his what's his satellite streaming thing called? I don't remember.
Yeah, and on top of that, didn't he have like a god roll item that he was like, well, it's not max level, so it's not as powerful as it could be. And it like, because it was 2 levels under the cap or something, but it had like the best rolls on it possible. So, and he was saying how it wasn't a worthwhile item. That
He's done nothing since to prove these allegations wrong. Right?
Yeah,
He's
I suppose we could go ahead and just say we don't know for a fact, innocent until proven guilty, but it seems incredibly obvious.
Right. And the longer you go without disproving the allegations, the more
Sussy.
disreputable you become on that matter, right?
Sir, get him. Thank you, sir.
No thanks. I don't want your ice today. Oof.
Oh, I feel a little frosty. Oh God!
Ow.
That was
That one hurt.
ow.
Ow.
Okay,
Double ow.
that's great. You're not leaving me any corpses, bud. I really don't appreciate this. Okay.
Oh. Ooh. Good dodge.
Sir? Sir.
Okay, phase 2 about to come. Don't worry. We're nearly out. And then the real pain begins.
Alright, spin.
Here we go. It's a pretty cool boss. Yeah, he's a real cool boss.
Fucking...
Ow. Okay, yeah, I was stuck in the middle of that. You kind of have to be running when he jumps. You just have to be running in a direction and hope for the best. Okay.
Alright.
Dodge. Dodge.
It would be nice if I could have some corpses, sir. Stop turning them into popsicles, please. My build kind of relies on needing bodies. Not as much as my other builds, but I mean, the fact that he keeps detonating them feels very rough for me.
It's cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, and there are bosses that have, like, mechanics to prevent you from stealing their bodies that they need for their mechanics.
Ow. Okay, I didn't see him jump off screen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The fact that he, like, that phase where you're in the fog, he just jumps across the screen while spouting poetry and monologuing is great. Stop with your bullshit jumping.
Alright.
Oh, is he after you? Oh, great.
Oh my god.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
It's the fog.
I'm like, what? I got shoved by an enemy, you got shoved by me, we both went fogwards, whether we wanted to or not.
Okay, we should split up when we're in the fog.
Well, you know me, I'm gonna try to sit towards the center so I can get the pins off on the enemies.
Ow, stop dodging on me, you dick.
Oh, ow.
Yeah, these
Sir?
ones are bleed.
That's okay. Oh, fuck. Stop it.
Ow. Ow.
Ow,
Ow.
that hurt.
Ow. Ow, I almost died to that one.
Ooh, almost died to that one.
How many
You know
charges
what?
have you got left?
I
Oh.
called him.
Oh.
I called him.
Good call.
As I was low at health,
Good call.
I
Holy
was,
shit.
I was like, he's low. Can I? Plop.
It consumed my being.
And you can see the orbs just.
Oriana used it against me. Where has she taken
With that, we
us?
have finished Act
I
1.
found
Good job.
messages from the
Yippee!
desert. From the Bastille? Yes. Find her. Kill her. But first, please, stop the madness. As you wish. Must make haste. Let us
Wide.
return to clear
What was that, Unique? What was that?
Straw sandals. And an
Wait.
it's an energy shield.
That's not Wanderlust, is it? No, it's not Wanderlust.
It's got green flowers on the toes. I'm moving to town. I'm gonna identify it.
Who the heck is the hooded one? Oh, well, do you want spoilers? Because it's spoilers.
Yeah. You don't want spoilers.
Because I know who it is. It's spoilers.
I haven't encountered. I don't know who they are.
Yeah, no.
But I mean,
I'll message. if you want spoilers, I'll message you who it is, Cosmic, on Discord. But I wouldn't say it on stream.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. In my opinion, reincarnation of Cain. from Diablo. I don't know. That's just like a bullshit. No way it's that. Just throwing that out there because I can.
If you want the spoiler, just message me on Discord so your name pops up at the top of the list because I've got so many goddamn
Okay.
DMs.
Luminous Luminous Pace. 43 energy shield, 10% increased movement, 29 to energy shields, 6 to intelligence, 22 reduced energy shield recharge rate, 100% faster start of energy shield recharge.
How much energy shield do you have currently
Well, my base
compared
is,
to your life pool?
okay. My base energy shield is 122. My base health is 306. Now, I have Grim Feast that if I'm doing this correctly, that 122 can become 244.
Okay.
So if I were to...
What's on your boots, though?
My current boots are the Woespane Rough Greaves that give 27 armor, 10% increased movement speed, so I'm going to see just a side grade on movement speed, increased armor, a little life regen, and stun threshold. I see these as being nothing but an upgrade. What do you think?
Energy shield better than armor
Yeah.
at this stage.
Now, how do they look? I got green toes. It would help if there weren't cosmetic people running around. There we go. I got green.
Wait, what?
I got green toes.
Where?
Go to the waypoint and then look to the left.
Oh.
I got green toes.
Yeah. You got some. Yeah.
I have got some foot fungus.
Yeah, your feet's so dirty, you're actually sprouting. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Okay.
Count Geonor is weakened finally.
You've done well. The dark good luck to you.
For what it isn't worth.
The villagers. You must remove the fledgling beast. Go.
Okay.
Okay, I've sent the spoiler. Oh, hey. Do you want... What's your amulet, by the way?
It is good.
Now, hold on. My amulet is Blight Noose. 26% increased regeneration rate is the base. Plus 12% to armor, plus 10 to life, plus 1 to minion spells. So, technically, it increases Unearth, but I mean, that's not...
I've got an amulet that has plus 15 strength base, plus 18 max mana, and 12% increased cast speed. Do you want that? And you can craft it?
Yeah, that's going to be... That increased cast speed might help all bit. And I think I might go ahead and... Ooh. Can I... Can it... Okay. Let me go and deal with everything else. So it's definitely...
Feast on flesh.
Yeah. I'm going to disenchant this, 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 and this, And that'll give me...
It seems shadows haunt us both.
In guild stash, let me put all of these gems in. So I'm up to 6 exalted now.
Sorry, I was just... These are just another for my collection. Thank you. Sorry, I was just elsewhere. Be careful.
Okay. So, compact greater life flask of the wide. So, I want to process the name of that. Compact greater life flask of the wide. What does that name craft for you as a mental image?
Compact flask of the wide.
Compact greater life flask of the wide.
Probably has greater capacity.
No, I'm thinking visually.
Oh, compact flask of the wide. I think a hip flask, like you're gonna be stowing away some brandy for a difficult time.
A very wide hip flask that can easily be pocketed.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah,
Visually.
okay.
Okay, what's her fire looking like? Fire resistance 61%, 25% lightning. I don't think I need so much cold.
I am fire 42, cold 18, lightning 18. So I need a little bit more cold and lightning resistance.
Yeah, I popped some glacial runes into my armor.
Yeah.
For that fight, for the extra 24% cold. Which is probably the only reason I didn't die.
Yeah. I mean, that unique, could I put sockets into it?
Yes.
Maybe that's...
As long as it's not corrupted.
It's not.
You can put one socket into shoes.
Yeah, so I have like 7 artificer shards. So I think I'll throw my 7 artificer shards into the guild storage. And
Sure.
Then go ahead and... Where is it? Artificer's orb, right? Yeah. Now, the question is, I'm about to put a rune in these sandals. What would be the best rune to put in there? Knowing that my lightning and cold are equally low.
So sorry, what's your current situation?
Resistance
Fire's
is
your highest?
42% fire, 18 cold, 18 lightning, 0 chaos.
I would say, I think that, just trying to think what goes through this act.
Sand, lightning actually is a big element.
I think lightning is gonna be more important.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like, I know it's the desert, but I'm trying to think of anything that does... I'm trying to think of bosses that focus on fire. There's only one I can think of. I can think of more lightning focus than fire, for sure.
Alright. So that has me now 42% fire, 30 lightning, 18 cold being my lowest. Not outside of chaos, of course.
Jesus, you good?
Oh, that hurt. Sorry, chats. In case you weren't aware, I have dad sneezes. Deafening. Yeah, deafening dad sneezes. Forgive me, please.
Ooh, this is a nice little. That's a nice little evasion armor in here. Yeah, it's missing some resistances, but you know what? We can deal.
Well, the thing I like about the Luminous Pace uniques that we got from that boss fight, it does not have a level requirement.
Oh,
I can put that, after I find a better sandals to that, I can throw that into my stash, and the next time I do a run, I can throw that on the caster straight out the gate.
mm-hmm. Are you ready to head to the new zone?
Did we just talk to the hooded one, or?
We talk to the hooded one, and then follow the beast trail.
Trail of corruption.
Enjoy the cutscene.
With the beast.
It's like the 5th time I've seen it.
Has ended in cataclysm.
Oh, it's cutting out for me.
Oh yeah, because it's on a hard drive. Got it.
Yeah.
We should find the Marikath caravan. Only they can lead us through that harsh and unforgiving land.
How much would you have to be paid to pull the caravan?
What do you mean, like by hand, like on?
Having hooks,
Or do you mean like as like?
hooks inserted to your body that ropes are tied to?
I don't think they're paid, Mel.
Yeah, but I'm not saying are they paid? I'm saying how much would you have to be paid to take their place?
Well, that's a. See, the thing is, you don't survive this. You die. You're worked until you die. So, no, I don't think you could pay me enough. There's no real. I don't have anyone to be a beneficiary of any money I get.
Traveler grows close to the end of the path.
The weary traveler grows close to the end of the path. We miss you, Izaro. We miss you.
Time to show them what I can do.
Okay, so...
Right, time for the best boss in PoE2.
Okay, so I'm a level 17.
Hi, Sarah.
Looking at this, my gloves need replacement. My belt needs replacement. My helm definitely needs replacement. So I need to go ahead and, yeah, my chest is okay. But I need to keep an eye out for hat, belt, and gloves. Those are...
I'm with you on the belt. Same situation for me.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Sarah? Hope you're well. Power shield. Level 5 gem. I'll grab that recurve bow.
Yeah.
I can probably craft that.
You know what? You want it? Because you gave me one earlier. Here.
What's that? Oh,
level 5 gem. Go for it.
Appreciated.
I don't have anything that I can upgrade or I'm interested in buying at this point.
I need to upgrade my lightning rods. They are a big source of damage. Well, not really, but they help.
They are a source of damage. Get... Oh!
Body rune.
Did you just see what dropped?
No.
A rare siphoning wand.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, that could be potentially a really good upgrade for me. We'll have to identify that later.
Sweet. I got a couple of pieces of evasion gear and a bow that I could possibly craft and hopefully get lucky on. We'll see. See how kind time is to me. Oh, gloves. Gloves to craft. Oh, and a bow to craft. Wow, this is what a fantastic start.
It's almost like the drops have been improved in this
Hey,
game.
a belt. Rawhide belt. Life recovery.
Yeah, it is no different than the belt that I already have. I mean, except
Yeah, but
mine is...
it's a higher item level that you can then craft.
I suppose.
I picked it up anyway, just in case. How we doing, Omni? Good morning. Wait, no, it's not good morning. No, good morning. It's very, very much evening.
Well, I mean...
It's very much evening for Omni as well.
Oh, okay. Time zones,
It's very
they
much
beat
not
it.
good, and it's not morning. Yeah, you had a pretty shitty early morning, didn't you? Yeah. Are you doing better now, Omni? Any better or no? I remember you said you had a pretty difficult client trying to get you in at a stupid time in the morning. Absolutely not. No, damn. How are you doing, Sarah? You well?
My little,
So, how far have you actually got into the game, by the way? How far, like, is this the farthest you've been?
Me?
Yeah, how far have you actually been?
Final boss of this act.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, so, yeah, that's right, Jamin Rai, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the fucking
I don't know why that...
chaos resistant bullshit that when I have my, like, chaos curse blood mage.
I just grabbed body armor here by accident. Bone raiment.
Ooh.
I didn't mean to pick it up, it's just my mouse was over it and I was firing an arrow, which is
and
the same
I
button to pick up.
mean, it is a magical armor, and I have a max quality rare armor that before identifying, they have the same energy value.
So this might be better.
Yeah,
And I could exalt into better.
Yeah, it could definitely... Is it better to go ahead and take a non-magical item and turn it into a magical and then a rare? Or is it better to take a non-magical item and turn it straight into a rare? Does it matter at all?
It's generally better. I would say it's generally better to go through the process of transmuting, augmenting, because then you have some sort of control, and you can also save currency. Like you may get two items, or you might get two modifiers with your blue, very cheap, replaceable fodder currencies, and be like, okay, this is great. This is a great start. Even if the next modifier that comes on the Regal isn't great, I still have two good modifiers and I could exalt into better. But if you pop a Orb of Alchemy, which is a rare currency, it's like 5 exalts to an Orb of Alchemy. That's a lot of currency you've just wasted.
I'm switching over to since I found a scroll of Wisdom in the field, I identified that wand, and let's see here. Let's see. No. How do I, is it Control Alt click? Boom.
Control Alt click, yeah.
Huge upgrade.
20% spell physical. Nice. Critical spell damage bonus for all your spells.
Mm-hmm.
Plus mana, plus 8 life per enemy killed. Plus you can also exalt this for another 2 mods.
Okay, so what would exalting be? Because
so adding an exalted orb, which you've been collecting quite a few of them, you apply it to this, it can add up to another 2 modifiers on top of what you've got here. Because an item can have 3 prefixes
I'm level
and 3
17.
suffixes.
This is a level 14 wand. What is the next siphoning equivalent wand level? When does it jump to next? Was it like 26?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Because is it worth exalting this or saving the results for a much higher level wand? Because since I'm already level 17, if I'm going to find a more powerful potential wand in like just a couple levels, burning an exalted orb right now seems like a waste.
That is a good question. So this is level 5.
14.
No, the bone siphon. The power siphon is level
Power
5.
siphon's level 5.
So next level power siphon is at level 18, becomes level 6, and then it's every 4 levels.
So it's every 4 levels. So I am
level 8.
1 level away from a
So
higher
save it.
level power siphon, but will I find at level 6 a one that is this good stat wise?
So you remember that lady that we just passed?
Mm-hmm.
At the very start, she's the magic vendor. When we get to the next area, she'll have a fresh stock.
We'll take a look then.
So
Let's
we'll take a look then.
Let's not rush into spending currency.
Yeah.
That
Just
might
saying,
just
it's
be,
like-
you know,
that's-
how the game is programmed us, though.
But then again, like, you know, it's an exalt. They seem to be a lot more common than.
Oh, speaking of which, should I exalt since one just dropped right now?
I couldn't have fucking timed it any better, could I?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Since exalt seems so common. That'll be the last one we see on this map, by the way.
Toma.
Oh, what did you get? What was it?
It does more damage.
Oh, increased 26% increased spell damage. Well, there you go. So this
This is
fantastic
gonna be
little
a
upgrade.
wand I'm gonna hold on to for a while. Even if she has a higher level wands. All my spells are physical spell. All my abilities are physical spell damage. Everything I do is physical spell damage.
So I guess the important thing to think of is what would be the difference between level 5 and level 6? Do you know what the difference is?
What?
On average, Power Siphon deals 1 additional physical damage and has a 4% increased additional power charge. That's the difference.
Not worth
between
it.
The levels.
Not worth it to lose those stats.
Not worth it.
No.
But the other modifiers on that wand are more valuable to you than Power Siphon itself.
Yeah.
Power Siphon is a culling strike. That's all. That's all it's there for.
All it's there for is if, can I finish him off and get some charge to make my future fights with something else more powerful?
Yeah.
And the thing is, let's see, culling strike. There we go. I got 2 charges from that. So if I wanted to, I could just go. I'll call you eventually. But
Welcome to Craft of Exile 2 with Meltman.
the bone raiment.
It is Frappe Day tomorrow. I hope that you have like the best Frappe of your life tomorrow. I hope tomorrow is everything you could ever want. You know, I know I don't need to keep.
Oh my god!
Identification
Look at how fast I'm traveling. Oh, but the blows from that. Ah. Thank you for letting me finish them.
Oh, that was my lightning rods just went.
Did you boom?
It just went.
Yep.
I have no idea where we're heading. I think this looks familiar. This looks like it might be it. We go down a really stupidly long corridor for no real reason.
Because map.
Yep. Because map. Yeah, it's a really stupidly long corridor. Yeah, this is it. All right, ready for the best boss in PoE2? I hope so.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Oh, this bullshit.
Screw this boss. I hate this boss with a passion.
The fact that you get to see him and not interact with him at all, even though you could easily target. Well, the thing is, it's infinite adds, though, if done correctly. Which... Oh, look. There's a level. Get pinned. Get pinned. Get pinned. There we go. Oh, shit. Shit. Stop hitting me with... I can get him pinned. I just can't deal... Stop hitting me!
You should probably come
Fucking
up here.
Christ!
Jesus.
Fucking Christ! You don't like getting pinned, do you? Dude! Eat bone! Oh, that's interesting. His heavy attacks? His heavy attacks interrupt my channel.
Yeah, it's a slam.
Yeah. Get cold.
Grand mana flask there if you need one.
I can't pick it up.
Oh. Oh, there's two of them. Lovely. There we go. Are we good?
You want to get those aged cups that have a socket on them?
Yeah, I was just grabbing the other mana flask so I could drop it for you. Right. Flask? Up.
Is that better than my greater mana flask? I have an aged greater mana flask of the continuous. We'll see.
Alrighty. Oh, with that we can now talk to you and get our skill gem and get on board.
Again, another skill gem that I'm not going to be using. Okay, so
Welcome to the laggiest place in the game.
I am two passive skill slots from Cut the Bone, which gives armor break on critical hit with spells equal to 10% of the physical damage dealt, a 10% chance to inflict bleeding on hit, and a 20% increase to physical damage. So that is one of the things that I've been pathing to this whole time that is a major node for me. The question I have is, where do I go from there? Because it's going to be a point where there's not a lot of physical nodes that I can shoot through. Then it'll be worth it. I also have a jewel socket in my tree that I'm not currently using, so I might need to go. And
have a look in the guild stash because we have
like
a lot of jewels. Look in gear storage under the runes and jewels tab.
Yeah, but I need one that's going to be physical spell damage. Or this one is. Entropy Splinter mainly, but I mean that has a lot of minions to it that I'm not going to use. That's Freeze and Energy Shield. Phoenix Stone, increase critical hit chance for spells, increase area effective curses, which I'm not using. Triggered spells, I don't think that's going to matter much. Critical damage bonus, Energy Shield, meta skills. Which I don't know what meta skills are.
The meta skills are things that are they trigger based on something. So you socket another skill into them. When you meet the condition, it casts a skill. Like when you critical strike or something with any other skill, when you freeze an enemy, when you ignite an enemy, etc. Something like that.
So, are there any of these gems in here that you think would work well? I mean,
as a temporary thing, I would just look for something that either gives you cast speed or
well, there's one in here with cast speed in it, but it's a 2% cast speed, and triggered spells deal increased spell damage. Which, I don't know if... I'm unsure.
Okay, so what about the Entropy Splinter?
Okay.
12% increased spell damage, 17% increased magnitude of damaging ailments that you inflict with critical hits. You're dealing bleed.
Yeah.
With your Bone Storm. That's
Yeah.
a damaging ailment.
It's
Minions have 3% increased attack and cast speed. That includes your constructs.
Okay.
Minions have 20% increased critical hit chance. Why not just use that? For now,
It
until you
is,
find
it
something
is
better.
the best for me, isn't it?
It's the best one for you there that I can see that all the modifiers actually have some form of positive impact for you.
Okay.
Whereas the other ones are kind of like maybe one or two okay, but nothing great.
Okay, and I'm just looking at this zoomed out, searching for anything that does physical bonuses on here. And there's not a lot left that I can really hunt for. There's some nodes that convert physical, that increase physical damage, but also convert some of the physical into extra chaos damage. So does that mean that I will be doing the physical, but a percent of my physical will also do an extra amount of chaos on top of that physical? Madness in the bones is what I'm looking at. Gain 6%.
Gain 6% of physical damage as extra chaos damage. So it's 6% of physical damage as extra chaos damage. I believe for the sake of the calculation, it is pre-mitigation.
Okay.
So
after I think what I'm gonna do after I get cut the bone, I'm just gonna go ahead and tee out this way, which is gonna cross me across another jewel slot. Pick that up, and then let's see what's over here. Physical damage, critical damage bonus, strength, physical damage increase, and then physical damage. So this is going into the strength area if I go to the right here. Now, my question is this. When I'm picking up...
I'm borrowing 2 exalts from Guild Stash, by the way. I'm crafting a bow, and it's rolled pretty good mods so far. 58% increased physical, 1 to 18 lightning, plus 1.25 crit chance, plus 1 level to all projectile skills. Plus additional physical damage.
Yeah. Now,
plus gain 6 life on enemy kill. It was alright until then.
It was alright.
It was going well until the last 2 modifiers, and then it was kind of binned. Yeah.
Really, really good, and then suddenly mid.
Suddenly mid. Yeah.
Okay.
A roving
The beast is on, I assume. Time is short. Make haste.
Oh, I suppose I should have just tried to craft this to see what this gets.
I am a Sala. Remain afraid.
No, that's a bit too weak to gamble on.
See you later, E.T.
Bye. Now we just put a, let's see, runes. Hot leech. Some cold damage in there. And some fire damage in there. Actually, no, we have the fire damage. I should just put more lightning damage on this. Yeah, it's probably fine. It's still very much an upgrade. I did put a bunch of... Yeah, I did put a few of these in here, so we're gonna... I put all my blacksmith stones in here. Okay, this should do for a while.
Sustained Grand Mana Flask of the Constant. (57% more mana recovery when used on low mana. 29% increased charges gained.
This is even worth me doing. Jesus Christ. The first modifier that comes up is plus one level to all melee skills.
I will tell
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You know, I kind of wished that there was just a little bit. I mean, I don't know.
But it's
just a
okay because
little bit
it can
more-
roll on this. Because evasion happens to be something that the monk does too, right?
Yeah.
Evasion intelligence or dexterity intelligence. That makes sense. Evasion armor should be able to roll melee mods, especially when we're going to have the shadow coming into the game at some point, and their dexterity in as well. And that's and the huntress is going to be melee focused and is pure dex. Or pure dex archetype. That makes sense. But what really annoys me is there's no way to alter it without taking it all the way up to magic stage and then wasting a chaos orb gambling to hope, or an annulment, which is even more valuable. And even then, it's still a gamble. Gross. And there's not even gloves here for me.
Ugh. I hate that I did that, but...
Why did you do it?
Because I thought it would be better, but now all my defenses have gone down. But I've got more energy shield. What is more important, resistances or energy shield, I wonder?
Oh, resistances primarily. But then again, if you have enough of either, you don't you don't immediately need to worry about the other as much.
I'm just wasting resources at the time, and the more I do it, the more I kick myself for doing it. Alright. How are we feeling, Toma?
Oh, I'm fine. I was just having a little drink. So, how are you feeling about your progression so far? Like you had a kind of a vague plan. How is it shaping out compared to how you started?
I haven't hit the wall yet. I haven't hit the wall.
You know where you're going. You still have an idea of where you want to go. You still have ideas on what's ahead.
There is,
and you're not hitting that point where it feels like you're not effective.
I think that I will potentially hit that here soon. Because I don't trust how smooth it's gone, if that makes any sense.
It's because you have me, obviously.
Yeah. You do make things a bit easier. But if I go right here... Now, question. When it comes to items...
Yes.
To affect spells, it has to say physical spell damage. But when it comes to passives, if it says physical damage, that means both... That means all physical damage, yeah?
Yeah. So if it in your passives, if it says physical damage, it means any type, anything that would deal physical damage of any type. So it could be a skill, it could be a melee attack, it could be a spell, anything, and it applies across the board.
Okay. Wow.
Now, what's important to note is that that does not affect reflected damage.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, getting something that says, like, say you've got reflect physical damage, right, on something, you don't get the benefit from the passive that says adding physical damage, adding extra chaos damage to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how it works.
I just looked at the DPS of my skills, and I had a little bit of a wake-up call. What is the skill that I use more than anything else right now, you would think?
Probably unearth and your cage, right?
Yeah.
That's your main thing.
Bone Cage DPS is 135. It is the most damaging spell I have, damage per second. And that is also...
It's not entirely accurate, though. Because your Bone Cage is... This DPS is assuming 100% uptime on the target. Whereas your Unearth is more target focused. Like, it's more targeted. So I would say that it's probably a bit closer than the numbers are saying. Yeah, you get my point on that. Like, it's the enemy isn't constantly affected by the Bone Cage all the time.
No, it's only affected when they run into the spikes.
Yeah.
And that's when the damage is dealt. But I can sit here and literally just create a constant barrier for an extended period of time. If it's the only spell I'm casting, it casts quick, and it just makes those choke points so controlling and neutralizes. As long as I get it off before they make it into melee range with me, it neutralizes a lot of melee attackers and a lot of explosion enemies.
What's your support on that?
My support on that?
Yeah, like how is your mana doing, and what are your supports on that?
Okay, my mana is 377. On Bone Cage.
I meant the mana cost on your Bone Cage. Sorry.
Mana cost on it is 14. So very affordable.
Mm-hmm.
I have Brutality on it. Supported skills do 35% more physical damage. Supported skills deal no chaos damage and no elemental damage. So it basically is cutting off any chaos damage that I would get later in my passives, or elemental damage from, like, I would get for gear or anything with Bone Cage. It is pure physical damage. The trade-off being that it costs 20% more to cast the spell, and it's only ever going to be physical. The second one is Spell Echo, which is increases the spell cost by 50%, and supported spells echo once. The skills have 30% less cast speed, and echoes from the spells do 30% more area effect. So that basically means that it's more bones going out.
Right.
And then there's
Okay.
magnify effect, increases the cost by 20%. It has a bigger area effect. So it's
Okay.
controlling. I basically, I am spreading that ring out from me as far as I can to keep those long-reaching meleeers from being able to touch me. And those exploders from being held at that distance because of the pin effect of Bone Cage. Now, I could
Okay.
reverse that, and I could do like concentrated effect and get more damage and have it more wrapped directly around me, so meleeers that are hitting me are punished harder.
I think what you're gonna want. I mean, I know it's a little ways off yet, but I think for your next support socket, I think you're probably gonna want inspiration.
What's inspiration do?
Reduces the mana cost by a percentage because this is gonna get exponentially more expensive
Well, right now,
as it levels up. It's gonna get incredibly hard to sustain.
okay.
Was that you're increasing so far the cost by 90%?
Yeah. It's two 120 cost multipliers and one 150% cost multiplier, so it's basically going up by 90%. I could go ahead and
Like,
let's just sanity check here. I'm gonna take my support gems out of it real quick. We know it's costing me 14 now. If I had them all out, it's still. Oh, is it not accounting for the? It's a base of 14. Okay, hold on.
it's a base of 14. Yeah.
It's a base of 14, so it's 30.
When you hover over this,
It's 30 when I
so
cast
30,
it. So
and you have so it's taking like 10% of your mana pool.
I have 377, so kind
So
of. It's
less than
less than 10.
like
and
like
with
7 or 8%.
and with my mana regeneration rate,
So you can keep it up for a while.
oh yeah.
There's no, the problem is there's no spell mana leech in the game. So you can't generate mana from killing things.
Well, what are mana potions for?
Well, true, but like that's not an indefinite sustain.
Oh, well,
Let's say you run into enemy. Let's say you run into
okay. Question.
Just a quick theory, Craft, before you cut in. Just a quick theory. Like there are enemies, there's modifiers that siphon your flask charges, which will just steal all your flask.
Okay. No, I do not use my flask normally, except for health flasks, which I will have to do when damage just becomes too much. But just to throw this out there, I am using Grim Feast. I can put clarity on that when I find a way to go ahead and get the extra spirit, and that is going to increase my mana regeneration again. So if I just get like a little spirit, my mana regeneration is going to be even better.
Okay.
So I have options that I am not utilizing for reasons right now that can also help with this.
Sure.
But we are planning for a problem that I do not yet have.
Speaking of spirit, I think I haven't even got a spirit thing on yet. I unlocked it, but I didn't use it. What do I want? Wind Dancer. So I want Wind Dancer. I don't want Plague Bearer. I'm not doing.
What affects the amount of spirit? How do you get more spirit as you level up?
No.
You just always have a base of 30?
You get an item that gives you 30 spirit. You got that like a little while back.
Okay.
And you've used it, so now you have 30 spirit, right?
Yeah.
You will get another one of those during the campaign.
In what act?
Gear can get modifiers for spirit.
I know that you say that. I know that that has been said. The only gear that I have ever seen spirit on was an item that had spirit to start with.
No, I've seen it on. I actually had it roll on a. I had it roll on a chess piece that I scrapped already here on this character.
Well, no, see, that's the thing, though. Did it roll with other good stats for a
It didn't
cast?
roll with any good stats, which is why I scrapped it.
Yeah, exactly.
It was garbage. Other than that, but it rolled with like 36
The
spirit on
chance
it.
of
So
rolling spirit, I think, is so god awful low. It is why I think they need a crafting table. I would
I think that it would be nice if they had it as a rune, maybe.
As a rune, brilliant. As an essence, brilliant. If I could take, like, an armor item, an essence that I apply to an armor item, and that armor item got spirit plus some other effects, that would be brilliant. Because that's what I would need. Because I would love to replace my gloves with gloves that have a spirit stat. Because that would solve my problem. I need to replace the gloves anyways. Because they're just...
I wonder if spirit has a tag for its modifier. Like, I'm wondering if it's like a caster modifier. Oh, it might be an attribute modifier. Probably not. No, probably not, because that would just be strength dex, and it wouldn't be under life. It wouldn't be mana. It's not a defense.
Well,
it's not physical, fire,
if you look at your
cold,
character
or lightning.
sheet, it's just the right of mana, so it is in line with life, energy, shield, mana. So, I mean, it kind of is categorized as those types of stats on your character sheet. Right?
The problem is it just doesn't. It doesn't just fit any category cleanly. It may just be a case that it can't be essenced. Period.
Why not?
It should be.
Yeah, I think
It definitely should be.
This is a thing where I think spirit is the one stat that was like, we were in Path of Exile 1. It's mana reservation. In Path of Exile 2,
it's mana reservation.
In Path of Exile 2, they wanted to get away from mana reservation, and I understand why they wanted to get away from that. It felt like it kind of forced casters into a box. So they're wanting to get away from mana reservation. That's fine. I understand that. I get that. So they're using spirit. But because spirit feels so tacked on, so not integrated, it feels like an afterthought. And when there are a lot of things that are key to the balance of a build,
I think what's worse is it feels like it above all other things over the course of the campaign, it feels like the hardest thing to obtain. Whereas in Path of Exile 1, in the 10-act campaign, you were able to access aura buffs in Act 2.
mm-hmm.
Like, this is going to be a 6-act campaign. Ideally, we should be seeing, like, aura buffs be properly accessible before the end of Act 1.
Yeah. And
given how long Act 1 is.
Yeah, and I mean, they are accessible, but only if you have the right offhand.
Only if you're... I mean, you could get a focus. I think some focuses have it, and then you could have a scepter. But then a scepter, you're using it for minions, normally.
Yeah, and I really that much of a minion build.
Not really.
No. I'm a physical spell damage build. With some ailments in there. I've even I've even got rid of my curse gem. I'm not even using it. My curse skill gem.
I still didn't decide what I wanted, by the way. Do I want Herald of Thunder or Wind Dancer? Do I want evasion? Do I want extra evasion?
Or do you want extra boom?
Or do I want extra lightning damage or extra lightning bolts? I feel like I want more lightning bolts. the best defense is a good offense, right?
Well, yeah, but keep in mind, in the act that we're in, how many things are just going to go and shrug off lightning?
That's the case throughout. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but we got a
Besides-
boss in this act that we have to do in a little bit that's just going to go ahead and go,
Well,
lightning,
there
that's
is some-
cute.
There is the other hand of this where I could just say, oh wait, hang on. Can I just wait? All gems. Let's see. What do I need for conductivity? I need a lot of intelligence for conductivity. I might have to push myself to get to 52 in,
Who goes there?
which I know feels like a big problem.
Vows as long as you like.
But having, I mean, I can get like, let's see, lightning. Let's see, what is this? Oh right, yeah. So surging currents. I can get 18, 28, 33% lightning resistance penetration from that node there. And I could get extra exposure. Extra exposure would be a good thing to add to
Yeah, if you're
my
going
lightning
hard in
skills.
on lightning, getting the thing that basically makes the lightning resistance not an issue is smart.
Yeah, and it's not too far away. But yeah, it is going to be necessary because like curses aren't really accessible to me. Not with my intelligence. So yeah, we're gonna get some lightning damage. We're gonna get lightning exposure later, and everything will be fine.
I can go and get a non-magical engraved focus right now from the vendor here. It is a higher level than the focus I'm using. I'm using a foci that's level 10, but it has really good stats because it increases spell damage and physical spell damage and critical spell damage. So I'm kind of not wanting to get rid of the focus, but I could use more spirit. So do I take an engraved focus and roll it just to see if I can get something with spirit?
Yeah, why not? Give it a try. What's the worst that? I mean, the worst that can happen is that it doesn't work, and you wasted transmute and an augmentation.
Yeah, which are, you know,
Fairly common.
yeah. Normal item into magical. What do I get? Fire resistance. What do I get for the other one? Oh, look, chaos damage.
Here for a store.
Oh, look at all that chaos damage that you aren't doing.
Disenchant.
Incredible.
Let's buy the other one. Let's try this again. This is me just kind of, well, other items can get spirit. Oh, look, increased fire damage. What's their second stat? Oh, increased critical spell damage. Okay, disenchant. So this is my point. There are so goddamn many modifiers without a crafting table in the game like PoE1. Rolling items to see if you can get a god roll or just a serviceable roll for your build is exasperating. You are burning resources gambaying. Am I wrong?
I will tell your tale.
No, it's a pain.
That's a word for it.
Oh wait, hang on. I see. So spirit might not actually
You are battle ready.
normally roll on a focus.
Sand
Oh,
guides you.
is it not?
Primarily, it rolls on amulets and body armor, as well as scepters, obviously. And then there are some uniques that have it, of course.
Well, I found an upgrade for my gloves. I found
Hey.
a gloves for sale that increase rarity of items found by 10%, and I went ahead and threw augmentation on it, and got increased armor and energy shield and maximum life. So, I mean, it's going to be 9 less energy shield and 6 less lightning resistance, but I'll have an extra 25 armor, a little extra life, and hopefully this will mean I find better gear.
Fingers crossed.
Because that 10%...
I mean, ideally, you want to try and get yourself to 100% rarity.
Well, currently that's the only thing that I have that is rarity, but I thought the idea was burn through the content and then worry about the rarity at later times when you're getting to like mapping and stuff.
I mean, for someone who's like just going through the campaign, more rarity means, well, better quality of drops, which makes, you know, not the content easier, but you know, the strain of trying to upgrade your gear less of a strain.
All right, have you gone
but
through
you know,
and
we have a
talked
guild
to,
stash.
Have you talked to them about all the things?
We need to consult with Asala about the beast.
Yeah, it's just... Let me know when you get to the Mud Dwan quarry, because it's just a lot of talk to this, go there, talk to this, go there. No fighting, just talk, 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 talk.
Talk, talk, click, click, go, cutscene, go, quarry.
Yeah. Go to the door, find that the door's locked. Go to the other place. Alright, there we go.
Seems the Farad'n have been up to no good in the hills of Morden.
Oh, look.
My playstyle is currently very, very simple also, which I'm glad of.
Bone my enemies is my playstyle. I don't know what you're talking about.
I right click, then I left click. And I have one panic button.
I don't have a panic button currently.
Level time. Okay, I'm firing slower, but 40% increased projectile damage.
Just stop it.
Dead end.
Yeah. I have more energy shield now than I have health.
You have energy shield? I don't have any energy shield. My defense is hoping they don't actually hit me.
Well, I mean, when you have me to go
Pray
ahead
that they
and
miss.
just go ahead and say, oh, get pinned. It's a little easy.
That's it. It's a lot easier. We're symbiotic almost.
Yeah. I keep them at range, you are the range.
Stitch gloves.
Are they
Dead end.
Are they any good?
Pump pump.
Oh, they're energy shield gloves. I could try crafting them, I suppose.
Good luck if you do.
Yeah, so basically body and amulet is what I need to craft if I want to find anything with spirit, is what you're saying.
Body armor and amulet, yeah. Unless you're gonna start picking up scepters.
Do I need to start saving up exalts to fucking buy it, I wonder. Because I imagine a solid spirit item that isn't a scepter is going to be expensive.
For this level, probably more expensive, but probably, that said, not too expensive. Like, at most it'll probably be a couple of exalts. Did they take a peek at the quarterstaff? Wait, hang on, there's a quarterstaff? You can equip that. What? Increased physical damage, increased... Wow, 266% increased physical damage. Wow. That's a lot of increased physical damage. 50,000 DPS, here you come. Oh dear. Sorry, Mr. Dragon, didn't see it before. Oy, oy, oy. You know, the funny thing is, there's always a solution of just build up gold and gamble. You'll probably get something usable. Hey, actually, Herald did it.
Shadows of the Dunes for too long. We are not Faradin.
With your Heralds and Charged Blade active, it's closer to 77k damage
If we unite,
per second.
they will be
Ooh-wee.
to acknowledge us. Perhaps we can work together. For all those who live in the flames of capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick up a random bit.
Analysis. A stinky AI is here.
Hey, how's it going, Lucy? And no, I am not stinky AI. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, there's a level.
Congrats.
Oh my god.
Yeah?
You turned them to ice right as I went ahead and did my bone storm on them. And it was literally popsicle shatter.
Good.
It's like a whole herd of guys just immediately turned into freaking snow cones.
It's a very good panic button. I like it a lot. Oh, too close. Freeze. And a level.
Alright. Ooh.
Oh, checkpoint. We're on the right path.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have some stragglers that I'm
Oh.
give me a moment. Just a couple stragglers. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and level up real quick here.
Oh, good call. Yeah.
There we go. One away from cut to the bone. And my boniness gets more bonered.
Bone wizard.
Yep.
It freezes pretty effective.
Yeah. Considering we both have like solid CC, it just
This isn't solid CC, but I do freeze and pin with this. The problem is they don't. Some enemies are just they do not care about the freeze whatsoever. Only.
There's a nice little call, and then.
No, explode now.
The fuck?
Oh,
There.
that's our exit.
Alright. Anything else we should go and investigate on the map before we continue on?
Not on this map though.
Down into the mines.
As far as I remember, there's nothing up there. Let me just double check.
Boop
Nope.
it goes. Well, I'm glad to hear that it goes. Probably
People were buried alive here.
We're left down here to die.
Yay.
Uncut support gem. See, the funny thing
I-
is, there are times where a white is better than a blue, just because there's a chance of crafting it into something useful. That's
Yeah, because there's no way to remove the dead mod without investing.
scouring doesn't exist in the game.
Yeah.
And it's just that feels so rough.
I feel like they should either bring back scourings, or they should bring back alterations, or both, preferably both.
I just want to put a
I like
crafting
both.
table.
I can understand why they don't want the crafting table. I can get behind that.
I'm glad one of us can, because
But well, if you have the if you have a crafting table, it negates the point of the runes, right?
How does it negate the? How?
Because the runes are essentially meant to replace the crafting enchantments, the crafting bench enchantments.
All of the runes? There's a lot the runes don't do.
Yeah, and there's a
You
Yeah.
just don't do the ones that the runes do. It's just that simple. Runes are too limited. They don't cover all the different things. I mean,
and who knows? Maybe they'll add more runes. Things aren't finalized necessarily. I mean, how big has the currency tab on PoE1 gotten compared to how it was originally?
Chaos
Ooh,
Orb.
Chaos Orb.
Nice.
First Chaos Orb of the run. Yay.
Yeah. Why do you sound so not enthused?
Because it's a Chaos Orb. And it's not a trading currency, and it's basically not going to get used. It's going to sit in my currency tab gathering dust until I'm level 70.
5 uncut spirit gems.
So you remember how I told you there's a boss in here that you probably want fire resistant for?
Yeah.
In this act, it's in this place.
Okay. You say so.
I mean, it might be okay, you know, given given our strategy so far.
Stay away, let us smack you. Stay away, let us smack you.
Oh, it's yeah. Here we go.
Flesh and bone.
Did you just get pinned? Back here. Cold.
We did that boss fight to I just died in your arms tonight.
Good God.
And this is the Gambler.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's see here. What do I upgrade with that? Bone Cage or... Okay, so out of the 3 things that I can upgrade, Unearth, Bone Cage, Bone Storm. What do you think I should upgrade with my first 6th gem?
Whichever one is your primary skill that you use the most.
Bone Cage it is.
It's always going to... That's generally just a solid way to upgrade, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, could you just, like, identify my items for me? Thank you.
Move swiftly.
No, let's go. Salvage bench is always what you visit first.
Can't do that here.
Nothing to salvage. Oh. Well then. I didn't realize I got 2 level 6 gems. And, I mean, I'm going to put some of this... Rapture Knuckle, a lapis. It's a Leslie ring, level 8.
Mm-hmm.
Max mana, cold resistance, max mana, lightning resistance, life regen. Is it better than my Glows Warm ring? My unique ring that just gives me a whole crap ton of mana and increased mana flask recovery rate. I think that it is, because I may be losing a lot of mana, but I'll be gaining resistances.
Cold damage, not cold resistance, you broken AAI.
You're right. Thank you for calling me out. It gives me cold damage, which I'm never going to use. But the lightning resistance I am going to use. I am going to get... The life regeneration makes it worth it, though.
Oh, it's very hard for your viewers to see, by the way, just so you know.
Oh,
because of the camera, because of where you're tooltip is.
Where do I put my camera then? There's just always somewhere that's upper right.
Generally, what I do is I put it down on the left near the charm slots, like over, like not over the life bar, but like no one really cares about the flasks and the charms. I find. Does that make sense?
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
There is no good spot in the game. Yeah, the game isn't designed for content creators.
How does that look?
I mean, looks alright. I'm just kind of blocking your XP bar.
Oh, we both are. So if I were to bring that up there, and the thing is, the second I fine tune this for PoE,
yeah, then you do another game and you have to move everything all over again.
my point entirely.
Who cares about the XP bar? I mean, I guess I suppose that's fair. I was more meaning I'm blocking your XP bar, not you blocking your XP bar. You're fine. No one cares about the left side of the XP bar. They know it's empty when they can't see it. I say this with me being right over my mana bar. Maybe I should move myself. Maybe I'm just too lazy.
I'll throw the uncut spirit gem into the guild stash for someone else to use. That too. Throw some uncut gems in there. Okay, so
But yeah. By the way, you're streaming tonight, right?
yep,
D&D?
yep,
You excited?
yep. It won't be good.
Yup.
I do need to go and consider when I'm wrapping, but stitch gloves.
You still got like 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
I think you're gonna get a sleep in, obviously.
Well, okay. So I need to go ahead and after stream, I have to go and see if I can convince Dad to eat something and cook for him. Then I have to go ahead and get some sleep. Then I have to wake up early enough to cook dinner.
Well,
And then I have to go ahead and set up for stream. So the second this stream ends, I'm cooking, then I'm sleeping, then I'm cooking, then I'm streaming.
have you had plenty of sleep? Because I don't think you have.
I actually slept pretty good, actually. So, I mean, no complaints here. Okay, so, I mean, you know, it would be nice if they went ahead and gave me... What is malice? What does a malice do?
What does malice do? As in, it's a skill, right?
Yeah, it's a skill granted by the Omen Scepter.
Malice is a buff,
Mm-hmm.
which let's see. Malice aura emits an aura that continuously inflicts critical weakness on enemies in your presence. Critical weakness causes hits against affected targets to have an additional... Oh, right, so... critical weakness is a stacking debuff that lasts for 4 seconds. Malice applies this debuff 1 stack every 0.66 seconds. Each stack gives 0.5 critical hit chance against the target that has critical weakness, and it can stack up to 20 times, meaning it increases at its peak. It will increase the critical chance against the target by 10%.
So, would that be if I'm not doing minions? That is another staff that gives spirit. Would that?
That's another scepter that gives spirit.
Yeah. So, is that something where instead of having minions be my focus, I go ahead and do that? Because does that translate to spell crit or just crit in general or weapon crit?
Critical weakness. Any it causes hits. So any hit. So that can be physical or a spell.
Okay. What do we have anything else left? Do we have any spellcasters? Yeah, I'm noticing in the guild stash.
Yeah.
I could easily pick up a Lord's Rattling Scepter that has 135 spirit. If I was willing to give up all the spell damage that I'm getting from my focus.
Isn't a scepter only main hand?
No, scepters are offhand.
Oh.
Scepters are always offhand.
Are you? Can you confirm?
Here. Here, let's see. You can only have one scepter in at a time. So
right, okay.
I could put it main
scepter.
hand, and I could do it offhand, and have both. But then I don't have power siphon, so I don't get the
cull for your power charges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, everything that the Eagle Calls wand does for me that is amazing. So
I'm gonna be real with you. I got hit with a wave of tiredness.
Is this the time to call it?
I think before we get too far into...
I talked about calling it, and you were like, how do I feel? Oh, fuck, how do I feel?
I evaluated how I felt, yeah.
Yeah.
I got hit with the wave of yawning, and like, okay, that's a bad sign. To be fair, I was playing a lot of Grand Blue this morning with Reen, so...
You haven't slept at all yet?
I haven't slept since...
Who are we raiding out to? That seems to be the smart question to be asking now.
That's a good question. We've done a lot of theory crafting.
Oh
let's see.
God.
Well, immediately I see Shizu playing Last Epoch. Real Alpaca is playing Dead Island.
Mm-hmm.
We raided into Heavy yesterday.
Yeah, we do want to go ahead and mix that up. Who do you want to do?
Oh, I don't know. Do you want to flip a coin?
Let's do Shizu. She's got 5 viewers. She's the one with the least viewers right now, isn't she?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Shizu has 7 viewers versus Pekka. So, yeah, let's go and see Shizu.
Alrighty then. She's got a sticky note on her head. Don't know what it says.
But she's cute.
Oh.
It says you're cute.
Ah.
That's what it says.
Ah, Ares did that to her.
But she protests too much about it, obviously.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We appreciate you being here. I just rearranged my cameras, and I'm gonna have to fix that immediately that I do the other stream. And we didn't even get a freaking cut. As always, stay frosty, and we'll see you again next time.
See you later, everyone. Give all the love in the world to Shizu. Catch you tomorrow. Bye for now.
Bye. My raid is away.